Hi all, I have another amazing game of Leela. This is Test 30 Network, which is progressing quite well. Let's see its progress. So this is against Ribka 2.3, a game by David Grosvenor. The time control is the Fast and Furious, 40 moves per 2 minutes with a 2-second increment per move. D4 from Leela. We see G6, C4, Bishop G7, E4, C5, D5, and this is the end of the book given to both. And Leela plays now D6. This is slightly unusual. It's a very interesting move though. It's a dislocating pawn. Dislocating, for example, this bishop can't be freed that easily, but it might be a liability later in its own right. So knight f6, knight c3, and now Ribka actually castles, maybe a bit too casually. Leela plays like a caveman attacking player, h4, trying to just activate this rook on the h file with h5. Knight c6, h5 does come up, knight takes, and the idea is not to sack the exchange, but just to give up that pawn for an active rook with knight f3. On sacking the exchange, this doesn't actually do too much. For example, queen f6 then, and then maybe black's not just hitting d6 but looking forward to things like queen g6. So we have knight f3 instead, knight f4, and this knight's kicked back to e6, where it looks to be eyeing that sensitive d4 square. So both knights seem well poised centrally here against that d4 square. We see knight d5, however, b6, and now knight h4 with very aggressive idea coming up, rook e8, and the idea is knight f5, trying to win the h5 square for the queen on taking. Black did actually take, but not queen h5 immediately. On queen h5 immediately, f4 is strong for black, and there's no decisiveness about it. The bishop is shut out of the game here, supported by that knight. It doesn't really matter about taking there. The king's got f8. In fact, Leela played e takes f5. So this keeps this bishop active, not hemmed in. That could be a very useful attacking piece, as well as queen h5 to hit h7. Bishop b7, just ignoring that, not trying to move it anywhere for the moment. On knight f4, it seems actually that queen g4 is strong with the idea of f6. For example, knight takes, c takes, e4. And there was also bishop h6. Here, this is strong for white. And if we look at this again, with knight f8, knight f8 instead, then queen g4 with f6 in mind is strong. For example, here, bishop g5, f6. This is a very strong continuation because f6 is vulnerable. So e4, knight takes, actually threatening queen g8. It's difficult for black to stop that without giving up the queen. So that would be a disaster for black. So yeah, bishop b7 was played, just ignoring the knight. We have queen h5. Is there enough compensation for the sacrificed material? Knight f8, bishop g2, e4, bishop h6. It seems a lot of fun to play. Bishop takes b2. We have check. Now knight g6. On king h8, white could actually take on f8 to weaken that h7 pawn because it was defended by the knight here. So for example, rook takes, queen h5 is very strong. Black would have to just give up the queen. It's not very good at all. So queen g4 check. We have knight g6. That's taken. Fg, and now bishop g5. You can see how useful this bishop is, as well as this rook. Both of these pieces really want to be in the game, not just sacrificed or blocked in. So they're doing a marvellous job here. Queen c8, rook d1, rook e6, queen h4, hitting h7. So that h7 pawn is defended by being pushed, but now g4, queen f8, g takes h5, queen g7, bishop h3, trying to nudge that rook to try and win the f6 square, for example, in some cases. Now rook takes d6, interesting, because now knight e7 check is played, which wins that rook. Bishop c3 check, king f1, e3, which exposes an attack on this rook. This game is a bit crazy. We have rook takes d7, and now e2 check. On bishop takes h1, bishop e6 check. This position is very strong after bishop h6. Here, queen takes e7 is checkmate. So e2 check, king takes, queen e5 check. Bishop drops back actually. Bishop takes h1. H takes g with big threat of queen h7 check. Now, we have bishop f3, pretty desperate. On king f8, queen h7 is strong here, for example like this. Bishop g5, trying to deflect the queen away from f7. So if queen takes queen f7, for example, now if check, then the bishop drops back. That's actually improved now with g7 check. And then bishop h6 is winning anyway. So bishop f3 check, king takes, check, getting the queens off. How is the endgame here? Well, white is a pawn up, check, bishop f5, protecting that pawn, bishop e4, centralizer hitting the rook. We have the rook moving, taking a pawn here, knight takes, white still a pawn up, king e2 with the bishop pair, the mighty bishop pair going for b6 now. Okay, still a pawn up, and the king goes to f3 now. We have bishop takes, 2 pawns up. Yeah, things are looking bad for black here. This gets the rooks off. It seems it's pretty tricky. If, for example, rook b2, maybe just check, and then actually there's rook takes f6 check and bishop d4 check, for example. So it's getting tricky. So rook a7, we have rook takes, bishop takes knight f5. That's just taken. So yeah, 2 extra pawns, and this is pretty easy to convert now. The game continued a little bit longer. It's easy to push this pawn through, and in fact here it was adjudicated as a win for white. It's pretty easy to convert that. So a very enjoyable game from the Test 30 network. So it's in a real attacking phase, pushing the attacking concepts, experimenting with those. The boundaries are being pushed all the way forward at the moment. It's getting good rating gains at the moment. So if you enjoyed this video, then please click on the top left box that should appear shortly to become a member at chessworld.net, which is my correspondence style site. You play against other YouTubers with that reference code 1053. You can also check YouTube analysis from the improved menu, Learn for the Masters. So all the analysis for these games is put there and updated there if you want to check that out. Okay, comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Do you think the Test 30 network will overtake the Test 20 network? That's my quiz question for you. Thanks very much.